Yes, indeed. I know the answers come slowly, but I'm going to look to the sun to find my answers and to gather the insight and light that I need, that you need, that all of us need at this very critical time. Come on, baby, light my fire. We need to light the fire under ourselves right about now, because the universe is pushing us to get on track, because life is changing, who we are is evolving, and the world is creating this tremendous divide. Those who get it and those who do not. And when we're in the energy of, by George, I think we've got it, amazing things can happen. And this is the time for you to light a fire of desire underneath yourself so that you can truly tune in to everything that you want to create. And for those of you who are at the crossroad and say, okay, I know I'm not where I want to be right now, but I really have no idea. Where am I going? What is it meant to be? I don't really understand what it looks like, feels like. But we want to kind of draw some conclusions here today, because the window is closing, the time is coming, and you gotta know which way you're gonna go. Where are you going? What is it in your life right now that is totally dissatisfactory? What is making you not feel the fulfillment and joy? And what would you like to change? And if you could make the change and you could do anything, let's forget about all the responsible things that we have to do. Just for a minute. Just let's trip down the little path of fantasy. Imagine everything coming together for you so that you can truly create what you want. Imagine the world feeling the way you want it to feel. Remember, you're experiencing the world, and no two people's experiences will be the same. So even if the world's going through a transition, a change, which we know it does, you don't have to be as uncomfortable as you think you have to be. Some of you have been really good at finding a comfortable spot in the midst of this very uncomfortable, unprecedented time of darkness. Because in this darkness, we are being forced to find our light. And that's the fire I want you to tune into. That's the fire that we need to ignite with the excitement, or the enthusiasm, I should say. Because we want no angst around this creation. We cannot create that which we desire with angst and frustration and hurt and pain and worry. It is not possible to create the most beautiful experience when we're in a place of fear and uncomfortability and uncertainty. So write down to yourself, write a note. What am I certain of? Who are you? What qualities are you certain you possess? Let's focus on who you are as a person. Let's focus on what makes you feel good. And when you feel that feeling, let's celebrate the experience of that feeling. And in the elation and the celebration and the connection, we can get where we want to go. But if you're in circles going round and round, everywhere we go, nobody stops, right? We just go round and round and round they go. You're going to be so dizzy by the time you stop, you won't know which way you want to go. So use this time, this fire that is being lit underneath everyone, to make a change. And to open up your heart to love yourself. You see, if you do not love yourself, if you do not believe in yourself, then everything else you want to create will be created on stilts in the sand by the ocean. And all it takes is a good wave, or Lord knows a hurricane. And then everything's going to tumble. Because we need to build it on a strong foundation of faith and courage, connectivity, And the knowing that we are always connected to divine source, and divine source fuels our every desire. Write that in the feed. Divine source fuels my every desire. Divine source fuels my every desire. Because when you think about something outside of yourself, fueling, igniting the fire of desire, it's so much easier to get where we want to go. And it also doesn't feel so alone. Because I know a lot of you are feeling very alone in this quarantine, shutdown, lockdown, blackout time. It's very confusing times, and they can be very lonely times. But to know that you're fueled by divine source, that the fire of your desire is always connected to source, but you have the choice. What is the desire that you desire? You get to choose that. And I will tell you, here's a little clue. There are little sparks inside of you just waiting to ignite. And so there's never just one thing. Just like people think there's only one partner for you in your whole entire life, there's the one, and if you miss the one, you're doomed and destined to be alone forever. There are so many different individuals that are a part of the experience, an integral part of the tapestry of your existence here on earth. And for you, it's finding the sparks, the threads of color and frequency and texture that are to your liking, that match your free will. That's the path you choose. Some of you, in the way that your workforce has kind of evolved during these times, some of you are without work, some of you are working from home, some of you are forced to get creative. That's what I want you to do, get creative. Think outside the box. There's a dark, dark little box, and we got to open it up, and we got to see all the hidden talents that you have been suppressing because you've been caught up in the routine of zombie life. Yes, I said zombie life. Running around doing what everybody wants you to do, expects you to do, or what you need to do for the life that you created that was based on a world of debt, based on a system that is failing. So how are you going to recalibrate and recalculate that so you have more than enough? You see, there's always more than enough, but we don't believe that. So that belief, that feeling, that ability to be the magnetic force that draws forth to you that desire of abundance and fulfills it, that's who you've got to be. And there's a science to it, a chemistry, a connection. You have that power. And when you look inside of who you are, it's to make a choice. Today I choose to change. And the change I wish to make, and write it down. What's the change that you want to make? Because there are many of you whose work may be in place, but you're not fulfilled. So we have a job still, and oh, thank you, God, we're grateful for that. We're grateful for the fact that we can put food on the table for our families, but how much longer is that going to be that way? What else is going to change? What do you need to do to stir up the changes within yourself so that you can create a little side something or reinvent yourself totally? And I promise you the universe is waiting for you with a shout to the heavens to say, okay, I surrender. I surrender. I'm in. Give me something new. I'm open. Matter of fact, I think I want to go that way. And the minute you do that, amazing things start to happen. People and opportunities begin to present themselves. And this is where most people go a little bit sideways. They go, oh, I don't know, is it a sign? Or should I wait for something else? That second guessing, that doubt, is the doom of the dream. Just doomed. When you step outside of the belief into the gray area, you lose the attraction momentum. And then you spin yourself out in a different direction. And it passes you by like a taxi cab in the streets of New York City, going fast to not catch the light, right through a puddle, splat all over you. And then you're like, taxi, taxi of my dreams, come back. And then you have to recalibrate the whole scene all over again. And that's what many of you have been doing for many years. And so in this time, it's time to light the fire and take action in something, change something. And I always tell people, all you've got to do is change one thing. Sometimes it's as simple as cutting your hair. It could be from that to making a move, to changing your job, to changing your major in school, to breaking up with a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife because you want to and it's time, and just finally biting the bullet. It could be simple or grand, but the change that you make sets a chain reaction of other supporting activities and opportunities to align themselves directly in front of you. So if you're looking at a blank wall and there ain't nothing, then you need to make a change. Sometimes we change where we go. Okay, who am I kidding? We're not going anywhere. But change where you go. Change who you hang with. Maybe pull back from a set of friends. And spend the time with yourself. You know, we might be separate, but we're all managing to stay connected in some way. And maybe aimlessly on things that are not as connected as we think they are. Maybe we've got our gadgets, but they're not really connecting you to what's next for you. Or read a book. Or do some needlepoint. Do something to occupy the mind so that you can just focus on one thing and just let your mind be still so you can hear the whisper of God that fuels the fire of desire for the life that you want. You need that breath of life to come back. Kind of hard to have a breath of life when you're walking around like a zombie. And some of us have been. Just numbed down and dumbed down from all the experiences. Even some of the dating experiences, the stories I hear, oh Lord, I could write a book on the stories I hear of what people are going through. So change the story. Realign what it is you desire. Write it differently. See it differently. Be the creator. The world is evolving and changing in a way that is a catalyst for a major change, but the time of transformation is going to be critical and uncomfortable. And we just put our foot upon the premises of all of this. We're just here. So there's more changes. So don't take things for granted. Don't assume that you always are going to have. Be in the state of awareness and preparatory. Be in a preparatory state. Be prepared for almost anything. In the physical world, in the spiritual world, you don't need me to tell you to be prepared. You know you're supposed to be prepared. You know in your spirit that you're supposed to trust that everything is all fine, everything's lining up, everything has the divine hand of God upon it, and no matter how crazy or horrific, scary, uncertain it looks, the appearance is illusionary unless we give it more power. Now, no, I understand that the illusion of it also has a gravity. and that there are actual catastrophic things going on in the world. And I'm not minimizing that. I am aware that it's not all fairy tales and unicorns. And never am I going to say that. But it's how you approach it. It's how you make peace with the catastrophic things that are happening within yourself. And how you as a spiritual being choose to see the outcome being as favorable as possible in spite of the catastrophe. And see something great and good coming out of something so catastrophic. See the miracle born. 3 days later in the rubble, they pull a woman alive. It's a miracle. See more miracles like that happening. See society waking up. Not to say that they're right and someone else is wrong. See society waking up with their heart. See people in places of power having the sense to care for the masses and not worry about who's in charge and who looks better. One nation under God. How quickly we've forgotten that the fire that ignites us, that the Statue of Liberty that holds this torch, which is the fire I want you to ignite, your freedom, your ability to do anything in the greatest, first of all, the greatest country here in America, but the greatest countries that have ever come together and who have evolved through centuries. And then when we look at some of the storylines, we say, did we really come that far? But we have. Because out of every shift, out of every war, out of every catastrophe, out of every natural disaster, some miracle has been gleaned and transformed people, has restored our connectivity. But isn't it a shame that we have to have so many things going on to get society to wake the heck up? We have to be pummeled with disease and explosions and hurricanes and storms and earthquakes, and the list goes on, to wake up? I promise you, you were born fully awake and fully on fire. And forgive your parents and their parents and the grandparents and the village that raised you, because, yeah, they dumbed us all down. But you have the power to wake up. And you have the power to look at your path and say, the path I'm on, as routine and interesting and maybe fulfilling in some ways as it is not the path I want to be on. And that's okay. And you don't have to answer to someone else. And you don't need someone else's permission, because when the divine God, divine source calls your soul, you're going to stand up on fire. And I'm encouraging all of you to stand up on fire and stand up for truth, justice, stand up for love and freedom, freedom of expression, freedom of connection. And please don't look to the right and the left and judge everyone. They'll get there in their time. The only person you are responsible for, the only person you can control, the only person you can shift and change and morph and align to God, and believe you me, taking care of you is quite enough, is you. So when you get yourself all straight, then you can worry about what's going on. You can change. Because the speed of the leader is the speed of the gang. As you shift your energy and you become enthusiastic, magnetic, charismatic, as you have this undeniable, unsinkable faith and truth and courage and love. Although some people may be going, well, what's going on with him or her? There'll be others that say, wow, I'm inspired. Wow, I want to be like that. Not out of envy, not out of jealousy, not out of judgment, just by like, hey, If they can do it, I can do it. Each one of you has the power to be the role model for your coworkers, for your children, for your families, for your neighbors, for your friends. You're the role model. If you're showing up here on this feed, you've been called to be a role model first for yourself. We can't put on a show for others if we can't clean up our own backyard. You can't. Now, everything's always evolving. Because we're human, it's never perfectly perfect. I like to say, I'm imperfectly perfect. That's my motto. Take it or leave it. But everything I do from here, from the heart. So do it from your heart. There is a light inside of your heart that is so unique. It is in a special area of a chamber within the heart that is the light that connects you to God, to Source. And you can use that fire to ignite every dream in the spoken word and the whisper between you and God. Please don't go out and poll your neighbors and your friends and your cousins and go, what do you think? I got a great idea. No. Hashtag quiet. Keep it to yourself. It's time for you to do exactly what you feel you need to do. And you don't need someone else's permission or their blessing. Because you're blessed enough. But unfortunately, you use the fact that you're stressed enough to take away the blessed enough. And most of the time, it's stress because you're allowing other people and their needs, their wants, their desires, their life to impede your spiritual and emotional and physical growth because you don't want to rock the boat. Well, I'm here to tell you, rock the boat, baby. And if it tips over, then ride the outside of the boat until the waves take you to shore, because this is no time to play. This is a time to prepare yourself for the world as you want it to be, as the rest of the world changes. You can build your own little oasis. Even if you have to float on an upside boat for a while, you can do it. If you're emotionally, spiritually prepared, what do you think this downtime, this lockdown is for? You think God's like, oh yeah, let's see them suffer. Yeah, those people, little tribe people, they like to be together. Like a cluster of bugs, just all gonna flip together. Yeah, that's my human species. I think God's sitting there going, yeah, let's see how they ride this one out. God's like, hello, use this time wisely. Learn how to be self-sufficient and not rely on any other man, for man will fail you, but God will never fail you. I can do all things in God, right? He wants you to remember that. Mother God, Sister God, Father God, Source. I still keep always imagining this man in this robe, kind of fatherly, grandfatherly, like grandfather time, with this big ball of light, just going, okay, let's make a change. But God's waiting for you to make the changes, the adjustments, the fine-tuning inside of yourself. So when that ball of light comes spinning in front of you, it can ignite you with joy and happiness and fearlessness and a sense of knowing of who you are. So God's hand is on everything, and no matter how uncomfortable this is for the greater good of God. I know it looks like some craziness of mankind and, I don't know, man-made, whatever. Doesn't matter what they want to say. God's hand is on this. And I know, why do people have to suffer? Well, put it on the list when you get to heaven. But through the suffering comes transformation. And the physical embodiment is temporary. We're worried about what we're suffering through in the world, but it's not preparing you to suffer now so that 5 years from now you could be a champion in your life. God's not that myopic. There's an omnipresent, omni-view of the world, of your soul, of an eternal life that you represent. a fragment of light that's eternal. That this journey is just a speck in the moments of eternity for you. But if you listen to us as humans, one thing goes wrong, oh, Jiminy Crickets, the sky's falling. And God must be there going, don't they get it? It's just 1 year in eternity. And a year to me is 2 blinks. The blink of a God. 1 eye, 1 blink. And we're running around like, what am I going to do? Suck it up. Get yourself centered. Open up your heart. Love yourself. Don't focus on what's not working. Focus on what can I create, what can I do, what can I change, and then don't try to think your way out of a mess. Good God, it's only going to make a bigger mess. Just be in the mess for a minute. And ask yourself a question. If something's out of alignment, how did I get myself in this mess? What inside of me, what part of me, what attracted this to me, and what can I learn from it so that I can use it for my stepping stone to greatness? And where are those matches? Where's that lighter? I got to light my fire of desire and get myself to rocket ship out of here. You can do it. Write it in the feed. I am a powerful being. I am eternal. I am a powerful being. I am eternal. This moment in time does not define me. Write it in the feed. This moment in time does not define me. It is a moment so that I can notice and set my attention on my desire. And source fuels my desire. I am complete. When source fuels your desire, you are always complete. But you need to pay attention. Pay attention to what makes you happy. Pay attention to what you desire. Pay attention to everything you want to create. And then watch everything fall into place. It can happen so easily when you don't resist it. When you don't put yourself in lockdown of fear and Chicken Little, sky is falling. I used to be the biggest Chicken Little. Sky was always falling. Yes. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't even bother to say, what am I going to do? I'm like, okay, it'll pass. When you see a giant wave coming, do you stand there and say, oh, what am I going to do? No, you brace yourself for the wave and pray it doesn't slap you over. And if it does, you get tossed in the water, and then you stand up, you dust yourself off, you find sand in places you never thought possible, but you're fine. Standing there saying, oh my God, the sky is falling, the wave is coming, is not going to stop the wave from coming. Unless you got superpowers that I don't know about. That with one hand you could stop a wave, which I guess if Moses could part the sea, some of us can stop a wave. But since most of us have not perfected our talents that well, our gifts are still being developed, I think you got to brace yourself and let it go. Because change will bring uncomfortability. If you're here to the left and you want to go to the right and go down a different path, and that's not a political statement, that's just a directional statement, then you got to choose. And whatever's going on over here may not want to let you go. Or whatever's going on over here may not be easy to walk away from, but walk on by. Because now is your time. And please, it's not being selfish. We have to honor the God within. We have to honor our mission. And when we honor the mission, everyone else's mission falls in place, I promise you. And there'll be some who will be resisting, and you'll have to drag them kicking and screaming to their corner. But you're going. And moving yourself forward. Everything you desire is fueled by God. Remember that. And let's see what you can create in the next few weeks. Yes, I said weeks. Oh, the energy's getting a little hot in the planets. Oh, Lord, it's getting a little too hot to stand. We don't know what's going to happen next. And I don't want you worrying or wondering what's going to happen. I want you connecting to God and your angels and your guides and surrounding yourself with like-minded people and trusting that everything is going to work out just fine. You got to believe. So you ready? Drop it in the feed. I'm ready to light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Put it in the feed. I'm ready to light my fire. We are ready to connect with all of you. And I'm really glad you joined us here for our Sunday Fun Day. It's August 9th. Can you believe it? We're almost in the middle of the month. I don't know what to do. Can I say Merry Christmas? Because it'll be here before you know it. But you know what? In this moment of now, everything's fine. And in this moment of now, we are gathered together so that we can hear messages from Spirit. I can answer your questions individually. We can do a group reading. And I want to give you some messages. And I want to see what Spirit's got to say for all of us. Obviously, a powerful insight we had in the beginning. But now we got to let the cards talk to us. Now I got to get some intuitive juices flowing amongst all of us. And connect to us. So everyone just take a breath. Go ahead, take that good deep breath. And get in your heart, in your heart center. Drop down and feel the energy that connects you to Source. And we're going to put some cards down for everybody, for the group. We're going to do a collective reading. So we get to see what's going on. So I want you to have your individual questions and your grand questions for the world in mind. What does the group, what does everyone need to hear right now? We're going to tune into our cards, and well, we pulled out some different cards because, Tuesday night I'm teaching a class. What spiritual cards are right for you? And we're going to talk about how to read cards and different types of oracle cards, tarot decks, angel cards, different ways to interpret them. It's a really great class. I'm looking forward to teaching it. It's only $11. You can learn more at SarahSpiritual.com. So I hope you join me. We're going to do it via Zoom. Normally we do it at our center in West Palm Beach, the Expedito Enlightenment Center that I'm at during the week, but we're figuring it's not easy for us all to gather together. It's kind of hard to read cards 6 feet apart, but we figured let's do it hundreds of feet, hundreds of miles apart, and do it together in our class. So if you'd like to learn more about spiritual cards or even how to pick the right cards for yourself, I do hope you join me Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. You can click a link that they're going to drop here in the feed for all of you so that you can see the registration process and join us. It's going to be a real fun class. And for now, we're going to give you some messages. We're going to kind of tap in. We've got some really cool cards. We're opening some boxes behind the scenes before the Sunday Fun Day started, and we want to check in with our engineer, set up, I don't even know how many other words, graphic designer, and spiritual sidekick guru, Helena. Hi, Helena. How you doing?
Technical director, live audio mixologist specialist.
Okay, here we go. And the list goes on. And we wear so many hats here.
That's just me in general.
Yeah, makeup consultant.
Whatever you want, baby.
Photographer.
Come on, slide in the DMs. I can help you out.
So, Helena, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today. I was excited to come today. I really can't believe it's August.
Yeah.
I was just looking at some of our past Sunday Fun Days, and I was like, we've all been at home since March. I was like, wow.
Yep.
And I can't believe what we've all been through so far.
It's been interesting, yeah?
To say the least.
Yeah, and we spent quite a bit of time here in the his place, getting it ready, rearranging things. You know, we're always rearranging, get everything ready for all of you. We got the piano over there, so usually we wrap up with a couple of songs written just for you. So I do hope you stick around for all that. So we're going to do our general messages for the group, and then we're going to give you your individual message. So we're going to put some cards down, but first I want to show you some of the cards we pulled out, because we got some interesting stuff going on here.
Oh, these are so beautiful.
I'm going to move them around a little bit here. So this is our mystical wisdom cards. They're really very pretty, and we love them. And we've been using them. This one's celebration, right? So we love the sense of celebration. So we got our mystical wisdom cards. Then we have these beauties. Which ones? These are the...
That? Show me the back, the art?
Universal
that's the universal
wisdom.
Yeah.
Universal wisdom. So one side is the butterfly, and then we've got this, and you can just see the beauty of the universal wisdom cards. So we're loving those. So we also want you to kind of get an idea, because maybe you'll see a deck that you like, and you can get it from us at the Expedito Enlightenment Center and take our class as well. Then we have, oh, these are too good to talk. We're saving some really special ones for last, but how many of you love unicorns? These are the unicorn cards. I have so many card decks. So here we have the Page of Swords with his unicorn. Wow, we got the Knight of Swords here. So we're going to have to shuffle this deck up here for sure. But see how beautiful those are. So if you like unicorns, you've got quite a bit of unicorn happening. And I love the purple and gold look here. So as I pull another deck, Colleen, I'm going to let you shuffle these up.
Oh, yes.
Give them some magic. And then here's a really cool deck that we have. And I've had my eye on this one. These have an influence of Russian mythology, I think, is the... So I am going to... That's one side. Just giving you an idea of what we're working on. And here's the 10 of Cups. Look how beautiful these cards are. The 9 of Cups. These two we're going to have to shuffle up. And the 8 of Cups. So look at the beauty in these cards here. I'm really, really digging these cards. I think, I don't know, it's kind of hard to get SarahSpiritual to give up her regular deck that she uses for her readings, but these might be standing really good. So we are going to start with, then of course we have our love cards. Okay, there you go. Are you ready, everyone? We are getting ready to give you your cards. I see Jennifer Journey. I got Corey here. I got June. So glad to have you here too. No Cleopatra yet. She hasn't shown up yet. We'll see if she Cleopatra the cat, she took part of my class. Cleopatra. She's sleeping, so we don't know if she'll wake up. She must have had a late night snack. We got Dahlia here. Good to see everybody here. Montes Sweetest Om. Good to have everybody. And we are going to pick first from our universal wisdom. So I want everyone to ask for a message from the universe regarding wisdom. What wisdom do you need from the universe? And we're going to pick 3 cards from our universal wisdom. We haven't used these in a while. It's been a while. I mean, we have so many decks. Some are so intense that I actually have to spend a lot of time with them before I can even work with them for you. A lot of you, here we go. A lot of you are living a past life. Wow, that's a surprise. Yeah, in the middle of a pandemic, we are leading in this past life. So a lot of us are experiencing a lot of past life knowing. We're experiencing past life remembering. And the reason why we're here in this hot little mess we're in right about now is because it's past life stuff. Oh Lord, I hope we get it right this time. Oh no, that's right. This is just a little moment in the eternal essence of my soul. That's what you have to tell yourself. If this past life is looking like a horror movie, we need to recalibrate this. So many of you are going through some past life stuff. And then we've got the turquoise sea. A lot of you need the energy of the sea to feel better, to clear yourself. And so this is the turquoise sea. We need the energy of blue for communication, blue for the energy of this transformation that we want to create in harmony and peace, and the waters of the ocean to cleanse and purify us. And then for a lot of us, we need to release. So it's time for you, in order to receive the wisdom that you desire, to release your old beliefs, to release the things that no longer serve you. So we've got past life, we've got our turquoise sea, and we've got the energy of release. So that is our wisdom message. So those of you who are seeking wisdom, find wisdom in those messages right there for you. And then we're going to go into our unicorn cards. And I love these cards. They're beautiful. And we're going to take, we're going to swish them around here. We're going to take 3 cards from our unicorn for the group. And we're going to see what messages we have for everybody. You know, it's important that you listen to your instincts right about now, because the universe is talking to you. So we have our 3 unicorn cards. And the first card is Page of Pentacles. So there are those of you who are looking for abundance to come to you. You're looking for money. Look how beautiful that card is. And we want money to be delivered to you. I know, right? Hello, we got money for you. The universe is saying, hello, we got money for you. And it's time for you to have abundance. And here's the pentacle, the page, bringing you an opportunity for money, bringing you a message about money. There's money to be found. There's money to be had. There's a new job opportunity coming for you. So I want you, if you have a question about work, I want you to believe that there's a job coming for you, because there's abundance available to you. And then the next card is the World. So you see, we may be feeling like we are going through a tough time, but the world is here for us. Anything and everything you want in this world is available to you. God has provided everything. So the world is right here. And of course, I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. If we could all get along harmoniously, it would make it for an even easier world. And then we have the Emperor. You know, there's a power. There's a powerful being. There's a powerful source around us that's available. We have to be careful not to give our power away. The Emperor expects everyone to bow down to them, like the unicorn is at the Emperor's feet. But we have to find the Emperor within us. You need to find your own queen and king energy. Not so that you can look down on your servants, rather that you can hold on to the energy of your connection of greatness. There's a powerful energy around you. And so the Emperor is here to tell you that there's powerful support. As long as you don't give your power away, there's a powerful support available to you. And now we're going to pull from this latest deck here. And this deck is what's the name of this one here?
The Golden Wheel.
The Golden Wheel. Tarot of the Golden Wheel. This is a beautiful deck. I was telling one of my clients about this deck. I think if she's watching right now, Chelsea, are you watching? Maybe she'll catch it on the replay. But I got to tell you, you're going to love these. So I'm picking 4 from the Tarot of the Golden Wheel for the group. And we're going to be using, of course, my intuitive connections with Source, Spirit's messages to give you your individual messages. And we will be pulling some cards, so we're not going to put these cards too far away. Because I know we've got messages that need to be had. And the first card here is the Three of Wands. There's opportunities coming for you. There's expansion. There's business. You're like a merchant getting ready to make these connections and relationships and build messages of connection. You've got the opportunity here. And this beautiful Three of Wands, he's got this one wand in his hand, and he knows he can forge ahead. It's time. I just said in the beginning of the opening, it is time for you to forge ahead. It's time for you to make the change that you want. And then the next one, the Ace of Wands. How beautiful to have the Ace of Wands. It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start. It's beauty. It incorporates the sun, the power of the ram. It brings it all together for you. So we've got this Ace of Wands because so many of you are asking for a new beginning. And just like we said in the opening, this is your time to have a new beginning. And the next one is the King of Wands. There's someone who has a message for you who's going to help you, who's going to be that strong person who's going to stand beside you and give you the assistance that you need. And this person is someone who is wise and has the information that you seek. So look for someone to bring you information so that you can make changes, so that you can get on your path and create the world you want. And then we have this, well, happily ever after Four of Wands. I'm realizing we got all wands here. And we have the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Wands. And we really shuffled this deck. So there's a message here. There's a message of rebirth, new beginnings. And this beautiful card represents your happily ever after, your love connection, your sense of oneness and partnership. This connection of celebration, like a ceremony. It's time for us to celebrate ourselves. Remember when I took the mystical wisdom cards, the first one that I pulled, I put it back in the deck, but when I pulled our mystical wisdom card and I showed you, look, this is our mystical wisdom deck, it was a beautiful message for all of us. And it represented celebration. Now's the time to celebrate who you are during these times. It's energy. It's fire. It's light. It's beauty. And you've got the beauty. So the angels, the guides, source, they want you to know that you've got the power to celebrate. You have the assistance you need. You have the new beginning. And that there's business and opportunities for all of you. So no matter where you are in this journey, this transition of life, this recalibration of society, not only will you be fine, but you will be rebirthed from the inside out. You'll be stepping into your divine self, your divine source. This is what this is telling me. And that each one of you has the power to begin again and let go of the old. And the power is in the moment of now. So in the moment of now, I choose to change. I'm on fire with my desire. Drop it in the feed. I choose to change. I'm on fire with my desire. This is such a beautiful time for all of you. And I'm truly loving these cards. Beautiful. I love the artwork. I'm so glad we picked these cards today. And now we're going to pull 2 love cards for the group. And then we're going to get on with the questions. I know we got a lot of questions here. We got our heart cards. Who wants a love message? Love shack, baby love shack. Are you ready for some love? I'm ready for love. Who's got a love question? I think a lot of people in the feed have a love question. Oh, they're telling me, no, Sarah, you got to pick 3 love cards, 3 hearts. I got my eyes closed. I don't even want to be influenced by a picture. I just want to pull anything they tell me to pull. I got 3. Let's see what we got. These are just the cutest little cards. Currently unavailable. I can't get them right now. So I'm so glad I got mine. And we have 3 love cards here. And I think it's a powerful group message we got going on here. Let's see. First card is Manifest Miracles. Didn't I tell you? We have the power to manifest. We are on fire with desire. And the desire that we have is the fire we use to fuel our manifestation. We can do it. We are on fire with desire, manifesting miracles. Through the power of love, every one of you can manifest a miracle. No matter how insurmountable it may appear in the illusionary world, you have the power because you are fueled by the source of God, and God fuels your fire. The next card is look deep within your heart, and you will feel my love. My love is as deep as the ocean. And although I can attribute this to partnership, I really want to tell you that look deep in your heart and you will feel my love. My love is as deep as the ocean. I really want to tell you that that to me represents the power of God within your heart. That the source energy in your heart is as deep as the ocean. And look at that beautiful card there. This is our Manifest Your Miracle, which has essentially the tree of life. So because you are forever connected, you can manifest all of your desires. And our final card for the love message for the group. Oh, I knew it. I'm so glad I closed my eyes. This is a good one. All right, everyone, I want you just to focus for just this minute. Just focus. Where's your fire for desire for love? You have someone in mind? You got an idea? Can you think of someone? Or is it an open blank slate and you're ready for the universe to just drop them in front of you? Well, I got to tell you, this beautiful card, zoom on into this one because this baby is the romance card. And this tells me that Cupid's arrow has struck. It is striking right now. So if you've got some love in your mind, then Cupid's arrow is going to be striking soon. Who said you can't have love in a pandemic? There we go. Cupid's arrow. Look at that. It is romance time. Love is in the air, in every sight and every sound. Are you ready? It is time for love. Don't worry about everything. And if you had some rejection, some disappointment, well, you are the miracle manifester. We are going to manifest a different outcome with a different person. You can do it. All right, I know we're getting ready for some questions. We got while Helena's lining up questions, we've got a couple more things coming up. You want to know who your soul is? You want to remember? I remember. Do you want to remember who you are? Well, we have a soul remembering class. It's a meditation. I'm going to give you a little guidance as to how to tune in to your soul and listen to the eternal heartbeat of your soul. Don't you just love it? Don't you want to just hear the thumper of your heart, but the soul heart, the aspect of source? So we have a soul remembering manifestation meditation here. So we want to connect to the energy of your soul. So we're going to be doing that on, I believe, is that the 20th?
Yes, ma'am. Thursday, August 20th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
If you saw my schedule, just the fact I even know today is Sunday is a gosh darn miracle.
That's what we're here for.
I know. Like, Sarah, show up here. So, Thursday the 20th, Soul Remembering. And then our next class, drum roll please, is how to raise your vibration and change your life. And let me see, is that the 25th?
Tuesday, August 25th.
I got it right. Oh my God. I'm doing so good. I could be on a game show today. All right. So we've got a couple of important classes coming. And if you want to know about your chakras, how to balance chakras, how to clean your chakras and balance your energy, and some of us are basically a hot mess and we really need to work on our chakras, we got a chakra class on September 1st. I already know what I'm doing all the way through November. How about you? We've got it all planned. My team doesn't even know what we're doing through November, but I know what we're doing. We've got a couple of really good things coming. We've got a business class coming for those of you who want to know how to create a side hustle. SarahSpiritual is going to show you how. That's going to be announced soon, so look for that email. So Helena, you got cards and questions, and what you got for me?
Well, oh my goodness.
Lots of questions. How's everyone doing in the group?
We want to make sure everybody gets specific here, because some of you guys are like, I want to know kind of what's going on, but come on, y'all know what you need to know or want to know, so be real with yourself here. Dive deep down. What do you really want to know today? What's that one burning question?
What's your burning question? What if God were one of us, just a stranger on the bus, trying to make his way home? So if you were on the bus and you suddenly realize, holy crow, I was going to say something else. Holy crow, I got God here. And you had one question. Is this your final question? Yeah, it's your final question. What question would you ask God? I mean, I don't think we'd be like, hey, Mimi, do you think, Mimi? I don't think so. We would come from our most powerful place. Otherwise, I promise you, you would regret it. Like when I talk to the 12 archangels, known as Theo, sometimes I play back the tape of when I've talked to Theo, and I'm like, why did you ask? Like, this is my judgment mind going. Like, why did you ask that question? That's like such a little question. Like, why didn't you ask a question? So I want you to dig down deep in your soul, and what question do you really want to ask? What do you want to ask that would be the best to assist you at this moment, at this juncture in your life, to assist you to get where you want to go, or feel what you want to feel, or connect with whom or whatever you want to connect with? What question, what aspect, what guidance, what bit of information can we give you to get you where you want to go, to burn your fire with desire? Let's go. We've got to make it happen now. If things get more restrictive, let me break it down for you. If it gets more restrictive in the world, you're going to wish you listened when we said, turn up the heat, babies. Let's go. What's that thing? Hold on to your diapers, babies. We're going in, right? We're going in now. And we got to get real deep so that you can make the shift that you want. So that you can put yourself in the place that you want. So no matter what's going on, you got your little circle. That's not a fear statement. It's just we're seeing the writing on the wall, unless you got your eyes covered. And you're like, okay, there's some changes. Not sure what this is going to look like. What about you? Are you ready to be where you want to be in spite of the changes that you see? Oh, I like that. Are you ready to be where you want to be in spite of the changes that you see? Yes, I'm ready. Drop that in the feed. I'm ready. All right, Helena, that gave them enough time to ask your questions.
I already see people going, wait a second, let me retype this.
Let me think about it a little bit more.
You had me distracted with the Tommy Pickles quote there almost for a second. I was like, I know that show.
What show was that?
Rugrats.
Rugrats. Okay.
Yeah. That was one of my favorites growing up. Lots of lessons there. I actually was rewatching it, and I was like, wow, this is a spiritual show.
Hold on to your diapers, babies. We're going in. Okay. Everyone's got to wear a diaper to the next show, okay?
I'll put a
This way,
screwdriver
if
in
we get
mine.
scared to death and we poop our pants, we're covered, right? Because it's going to be scary towards the end of the year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The world is a-changing. So you're going to need your diapers on. So let's get ready. Not a fear statement, just a statement of, hey, you are in control. Oh my God, I love this card. This is for the group here. I got to give it up for the group.
Oh, this is hot. This is hot. I'm
It's
hot.
hot. It's
I'm
the
hot.
Magician card. As it is above, it'll be below. This is the Master Magician bringing forth everything you desire. Look how beautiful this card is. Let's see. Can you get an even closer picture or no?
Just lift it up a little.
Okay.
That might be best. There you go. Yeah.
Look how beautiful that is. Oh, that makes me feel like we need like a little stand here.
Already thinking about it.
Okay, we're redesigning the set. All right, give me some questions, Helena.
We're going to start on YouTube. We've got Luz Lozano. She changed her question. She wants to know if she will be able to create her own successful life coaching business.
Yes, and please take my business class. Inbox us. Luz, because I think we'll help you really get that off the ground. So I got some cards that kind of fell here. So right now you're feeling a little bit burdened. You got a lot on your plate. There's a lot for you to carry. So the Ten of Wands kind of fell. Notice we got a theme here, everyone. We got a lot of wands coming up. So right now I think you're feeling a little overwhelmed. But I do see a lot of offers and opportunities, and I have the Nine of Cups, which is going to make me look at relationships here for you and connections. And someone's offering you opportunities. So I do feel like you're going to get it off the ground. And let me take a look here. Okay, so here's the best part of what's about to happen for you. According to what your soul's journey is here, this year you're kind of closing out old things. So if you're finding yourself forced to let go of things, step away from things, get ready to make some changes. And some might feel like uncomfortable growing pains. Luz Lozano, it's time for you to make the changes. It is time for you to step into your personal power and make those networking connections, because 2021 wipes the slate clean. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So again, we've got a lot of opportunities here for you and new relationships coming. And the High Priestess. So you have divine, spiritual, goddess, feminine energy helping you. This energy of life and love is right here for you. It's all the source for you. So I want you just to pay attention to that and know that this is all going to come. And I feel like when I spin you into February of 2021, there's a nice foundation for this coaching business. Inbox me at SarahSpiritual on Facebook. Let's chat a bit. And just help someone else just launch her Boutique Beach online store. So let's see what we can do here, Luz Lozano. Thank you so much. There is success coming. You might feel a little burdened now, but don't give up. It's going to all come together just fine. Who else do we have? Wheel of Fortune just fell for you, Luz. So I know, you got to show the universe you want the money, and they're going to shower you with money. Who else do we have, Helena?
I've got Melanie J. Long. She's getting spiritual downloads. She says she's full of downloads waiting to explode with info. Thoughts?
Welcome to my world. Yeah, that's what happens. You get all this insight. You have to start talking into your phone. Talk to yourself, but then it's not recorded. So record in your phone. Jot down some notes. It's guidance, it's information that you, first is for you, to calibrate you. They've got to calibrate you and get you in alignment with yourself so that you are in balance to receive this energy. And then when I look at everything that I see here for you, it's a very important time for expansion. They give me the infinity sign. I couldn't say that yet. The infinity sign, because it looked like an 8, but they turned it sideways. So it's the power of infinity that comes for you. So Melanie J. Long, take these downloads and jot them down, record them somehow, because they have for you a lot of power. And they're giving you the information that you need for yourself. And then you, Melanie J. Long, you're going to be sharing that with others. And they're giving me a pen in my hand from Archangel Gabriel. And for you, Melanie J. Long, we are going to pull from the universal wisdom. and the energy that they surround you with from the universe is love, and you also have rainbow wings. So here we have the energy of the divine angels with you. So look at those beautiful cards, universal wisdom cards. I forgot how beautiful these cards are, Helena. What do you think?
I think we've only ever used these once when we first started doing lives a couple of years ago, and I'm glad we broke them out.
I gotta get more of these in. We need these cards. This is, and usually oracle cards, I need to tune into my special spidey senses. So some of the oracle cards, like I don't want to have to read a book report when I flip the card. It takes me out of my connection. So I use the oracle cards for all of us here in the group because they're pretty cards and they're a great show. But I'm really liking these cards. These are a beautiful, beautiful deck. So Melanie, you are on track, my dear. Take those downloads and go, baby, go. Who else do we have?
Let me pull one up here. I have Delia Moore, or Delia.
Delia.
What are my spiritual gifts and how do I tap into them to help others?
Well, first thing that I see here is there's a lot of creativity with you right now. You're very intuitive. They're giving me the energy of healing. And when I look at the energy of healing around you, they make me aware that you are a healer and you are a prophet in your dreams, Delia Moore. I don't know if you're remembering your dreams, but they're giving you messages in your dreams. And they are going to assist you in fine-tuning your ability to translate what you think and feel into messages. But you are a healer. You were here to assist people and help make their life. You're here to be of service. And Delia Moore, we are going to pull 2 cards from the Mystical Wisdom deck, which is pretty popular for us here. And the first one is Confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. So whatever's going on around you, whatever's kind of out of sorts, we don't need to make a stink about everything. Pick your battles. I always tell people that. You got to pick what you decide to make a stink over, because some things just aren't worth making a big deal of. So whatever battles and struggles you're going through, pick your battles wisely. And wow, the key to goodness is the 7 heavenly virtues. So you are blessed with heavenly virtues that are here to assist others. So that is confirmation, my dear, that you have many gifts, healing, and your intuitive abilities, particularly in the dream state, in a form of prophecy, is right there front and center. Work with your gifts. I do hope you take some of our Sarah Spiritual classes. Go to SarahSpiritual.com. Let's tune you up and get you to remember who you are. Thank you so much, Delia. Who else do we have, Elena?
We have Miss Taiba. Apparently haven't answered a question from her in a while, so I want to make sure we get there. Taiba's asking, will I get the job that I desire?
So the first thing I see here is that this year is cleaning out old things. So 2021 gives you a stronger financial foundation, and we're looking for a better, more consistent, Spirit tells me, position that gives you an opportunity to have more consistent money. And so yes, I do see a job that you desire coming to you, but I don't see something falling into place immediately. So that makes me feel like even if you have your heart set on something happening in the next 30 to 40 days, I feel like it's going to get prolonged for some reason, having nothing to do with you. And we are picking 3 cards from this wheel deck here. For you, the Chariot, we got to get you in balance. The yin and the yang, you're a little bit out of balance. Things aren't really coming together the way you want them to. So we need, my darling, to get you a little more balanced. Balance your thoughts, balance your emotions. And I love this one because it's the 4 of Cups. And what this is telling me here about you is right now you are essentially focusing on one thing and worrying about one thing, and then you're worrying about another thing, and then there's something else that you're worrying about, and God is kind of coming before you and going, here's the answer. But because you're trying to control and fix problems in front of you. Your attention is not in the right place. You're not in the energy of receptivity. You're in the energy of problem solving. So God is going to give you the answer right in front of you. Look for it to come. And when it comes, don't be worried about how it's all going to work. Just grab the opportunity and you go for it. And then the 7 of wheels here. So this is representing movement for you. So yes, there is a change. There is movement. So we've got some movement going on, and you're going to get yourself into the circle of life and pick up your movement. And that is the 7 of wheels. It's a beautiful card right here. So thank you so much for that. We've got some really good cards here for you. So I love these cards. Especially love the Chariot here for you. Who else do we have?
We are going to go. Hold on a second. We got Linda Treyfert.
Linda Treyfert. Good. Welcome, Linda Treyfert.
Linda needs some guidance about a situation at work and what to do.
Oh, Lord. Situation at work. That's like battleground. Okay, so Linda, the first thing that I see here, there's supposed to be, in 2020 into 2021, in a span of about 8 months, opportunities building for your advancement, a promotion, financial growth, new opportunities. But I'm seeing a lot of weight and resistance and pot stirrers, troublemakers in your workplace. And that makes me feel as if it's not really a good environment. And I feel like there's one person trying to put you down, squish you down, not let you have the ability to do your job. I don't know, someone's blocking you here. So it's kind of reading toxic here. So let's see what they have to say for this one, because I feel like there's a woman who's causing problems here. And she's trying to interrupt your day-to-day life there. And very much so, here we go. You are doing battle. You've got the 5 of Wands, and these wands are kind of connecting and doing battle here. So we are in a bit of a tussle at work, and we need to be done with this. So, of course, I'm not saying quit your job. I am saying that we need to kind of take a step back. If I were you, I would pray Psalms, and we'll put them in the feed. Psalms 32, 34, 27, 57, 65, and 111. 57, 65, and 111. So that the energy shifts around you, and we kind of usurp this power-hungry person who's starting to cause some difficulty. I feel like there is advancement promotion coming for you in the end of this 2020 into the 2021 time, about a 7-month span of time. If we cannot accomplish that where we are, then we need to get it elsewhere. So be open to new opportunities. If you ask the universe, you will receive what you desire. Thank you, Linda. Keep us posted on that. That seems like a hot mess over there. And give us some feedback in the feed. I love when I get feedback in the feed. Thank you so much. Yes. Those Psalms for shifting energy, everyone, is really good for work environments. So your words are heard, so you're received well, so you're lucky in business. Lucky at work. We need to get some lady luck in this building here. Who else do we have?
Luck be a lady tonight. It's Jennifer Crespo.
Yes, I know, I had that in my head. Luck be a lady tonight. Okay, Jennifer Crespo, what's her question?
Jennifer's asking, when will my life start changing and I stop feeling stuck in my own skin?
Ugh. Well, first of all, when you choose to change, shit changes. How's that? So, let's unstick you a bit here. So, let's see. Is that a 6? Is that a 6? 8, okay. Okay. Jennifer Crespo, there's a part of you that doesn't believe that you deserve to have everything that you want. So when will things change? When you have a conversation with your little self, your soul self, your little girl inside that's trapped in the past, and some part of you that doesn't feel worthy of having the life that you want, and you keep getting stuck every time you get excited and take a step forward in any area of your life, bam, the doors close and you're stuck behind the doors and you can't really see to the other side. This has been a pattern that has really been around for quite a while. And so there's some things we need to heal in our childhood that I would love to work with you on, Jennifer Crespo. There's a work that I do called Soul Integration. We're going to drop that link in the feed and we'll let them drop that for you. But soul integration is when we talk to your little girl, because I'm feeling as if you're comparing yourself to other people and then you kind of shut yourself down and sabotage yourself and don't let your light shine. Your authenticity, your key differences that are so unique unto you. And Jennifer Crespo, I do feel, you asked the question when. I know there's some work to do, but I also know that God's hand is already on this. And I encourage you to do your part so it is solid and it happens, well, in a more fashionable time for you. But I see that God's hand is on this. And I feel like in the area of career, 2021 kind of moves you forward. And then in the area of your spirituality, 2022 really evolves your spirituality. But I'm feeling like personal relationships, they're kind of a little spotty. And I don't just necessarily mean love. I mean just kind of connections with people. And that's the part that we have to work on so we attract the right experiences and the right people in our circle. And that's the part that you've got to do. But 2021 will bring about some changes for you. Just be open to the new possibilities and try not to second guess yourself. And please remember to say to yourself, and you all can put it in the feed because everyone will benefit by saying, I am worthy. I am worthy. Just pop that in the feed. I am worthy. It's really important to know that you're worthy and you should have everything that you desire because you are a divine being on this earth. So thank you, Jennifer Crespo, so that we can create those changes for you. Thank you so much for joining us on Facebook today. Thank you. Who else do we have?
Next, we have Morgan Light. I think we need to go into some love questions here. I got quite a few of these.
Love. Let's get our love going.
Love.
Let your love shine.
Morgan's
like a
asking.
Stream, let your love flow to all living things and let your love grow. And you know what I mean, it's the season. All right, let's let your love shine. Let's go. What we got?
Morgan Light, will Kevin and I live together?
Will you be my love? I have a song that. I have a Will You Be My Love song. We've got to find that song. Will You Be My Love? I don't think you have that song, Helena. We got to find the Will You Be My Love, because I would be like, will you be my love, Kevin? Okay, so Kevin's not the easiest guy. I just wanted to let you know that, okay? Because you want to be in love with Kevin. Kevin is a handful. But yes, you can live together, but it's not time yet. Something isn't in order yet, they're telling me. Something isn't ready yet for the two of you to come together and live together. You know, the interesting thing about Kevin is sometimes I feel like he takes a step back and there's something not quite connecting the way it should for me to say, hey, let's have you all live happily ever after together. So we want to give this a little bit more time. We're going to set our intention, our expectation, our vibration to the 2021 time, so that the two of you can work out what's not done or settled. There's something unsettled that doesn't let the two of you come together. But there is that energy that can allow it to happen. But there's going to be a lot of communication and understanding between the two of you. And we need to understand where this little disconnect from Kevin is. I just feel like there's something he's not sharing, or something that's going on in his mind that's not being translated, or that's kind of closed off in his energy. So you've got to look into that, or let that unfold for you, I should really say, so that you have an idea of what you want to do, so that you decide if you want to live with Kevin. Because, you know, I know you're asking because you wanna, but tell me what you want, what you really, really want, and we want to make sure you get what you want, but you have to know what you want, my dear. So thank you, Morgan Light. Thank you for joining us. Glad to have you here. Pleasure to see you as a part of our Facebook feed. Who else do we have here?
We've got more love for you all. That's me making it up. Joy Christina Wright is wondering what the angels have to say to her about love.
Love shack, baby love shack. Okay. They want us to pull a mystical wisdom card for you, Joy Christina Wright. Ooh, we got 2. Okay, confrontation. This card's coming up twice today. So we got some confrontation here. So I feel like maybe there's a confrontation between you, a conversation between you and someone that may not have gone well or is going well, needs some ironing out. So I want you to just work with that energy. And then I have another card here for you, that gratitude is going to be key. So for love, in order to be in the energy of love, one must be in the energy of gratitude. So I want you to hold the vibration and frequency of gratitude. And you, Joy Christina Wright, are also going to receive a love card. The love boat, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you, the love boat. Let's see for Joy Christina Wright, where we're going with love here. Okay, I gotta cover my eyes because the pictures are so cool that they distract me. I can't look, Joy Christina Wright, because I know you have a love question about, it seems to be about someone specific or someone that you have an interest in, and something's not quite really gelling with this, Joy Christina Wright. So I'm going to squiggle around here. My eyes are closed because I don't want to see pictures. And when it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. That's a powerful message, Joy Christina Wright. Let's read that one again. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right and there is no wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. We will zoom in on that for you for a second, but then we're going to flip to the picture, and that is a magnificent picture. So love is in the air, in every sight and every sound. Yes, indeed, we got some love shack, baby, coming. Just got to get a few things settled in that confrontation we saw earlier. Thank you, Joy Christina Wright, for joining us. I know you join us often. Greatly appreciate those of you who continue to join us throughout the feed. We really appreciate that. We appreciate you joining us on Wednesdays for our Wednesday radio show, which we're very happy to be broadcasting on WWN. We had our 457th live show on Wednesday, so we are counting up to 500, which seems a long way away, but at the rate this all time is going, we'll be there any day now. So, and we are really excited. And if you're following us on Facebook, we do hope you pop over to our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, you will find mantras and excerpts from classes, and you'll find some of our past shows that were kind of easier to find, and you can find them by title, and that kind of gives you an opportunity to listen to monologues and questions and answers that might be a little more aligned with something that's going on with you at the moment. So be sure to go to SarahSpiritual YouTube channel and click the notifications so you know when we're live, and be sure to follow the page. Be a part of our YouTube subscribers. Yes, indeed. Who else we got, Helena?
We've got Anita Joseph. She says, everyone, they say, has gift. What is my gift to get ahead in life?
Well, you, Anita Joseph, do have a really strong gut feeling and the gift of precognition. You know things before they're going to happen, and your spirit guides talk to you in the dream state. And so you need to ask your spirit guides, what must I know and need I know before you begin every day? What would you like me to know about today? Give me a sign, give me some information, and they will give it to you. You know, ask and it is given. You know, a lot of us are running around saying, oh, the angels don't help me. They will help you if you ask them. You have to ask them. And you need to ask them to show you, and you can ask them specific questions. It's like training a relationship here. We're learning about each other, and you need to ask your angels to assist you. So, Anita Joseph, ask your angels to show you what you must know, and they will either come to you in the dream state or in a little bit of a precognition of something that's about to happen. and then you will know what you need to know, and that'll help you get ahead in where you want to go. And do you know where you're going to, Anita Joseph? Because you've got some powerful changes. So be sure to set your intentions on what you desire, because you have come such a long way. Your angels and guides say bravo, but now let's make a giant leap of faith and really put together the world that you desire. Thanks, Anita Joseph. That sounds like a powerful message for you. Thanks for now. All right, who else do we have?
We have quite a few questions left. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah,
Miss Shar.
Shar, first of all, it was just Shar's birthday yesterday, I think, the Lionsgate birthday for her. She's an 8/8 of 2020, so, well, I know she wasn't born in 2020, but happy birthday, Shar. Good to have you here on the feed. Aloha. Love talking to my friends in Hawaii and Maui and all the Hawaiian Islands. So, Shar, good to have you connected. And your spiritual gift, good question here. How do you impact the world? You know, you are a way shower, you are a teacher, you are a mentor, you are a guide, you are a door opener for others. You know, they're giving me a movie theater. You know, the person who kind of opens the door and shines the light so other people can find their seat in the darkness, so they can find their right seat in the theater. That's what you do. You kind of shine the light and go, here, look over here, this is for you. And you're going to be well rewarded by the spirit guides, and you're going to have your area of expertise. It's not just going to be some empty theater that you're showing people where to go. It'll be a place that will deliver them with purpose, and you're the leader of the purpose, or I just heard in my head, leader of the pack. So you're going to be at the front, but you're shining the light so everyone knows where to go. That's why Spirit calls you a way shower, and you have the gift of great intuition and great communication, a skill that you're perfecting every day. And Archangel Gabriel, the communication angel, says, bravo, you're doing a great job. And there's great growth coming for you at the end of this 2020 time into 2021. Thanks, Shar, and aloha, and happy birthday. Who else do we have?
Next we have Jennifer Journeys. She says, reading in a group setting, I draw a blank and get a black screen. When by myself, I'm extremely visual. How can I break free, and what's the root cause?
Jennifer Journey, great question. That is your person, your ego, your personality, your fearful self getting in the way and blacking out. You are stepping into the energy of, they expect something from me, what if I disappoint them? And you've just got to let it flow. You will be much more visual when you kind of close your eyes and imagine yourself alone, asking Spirit the question that is there in front of you to ask for everyone, and just say it, and they will give it to you. You have to practice. That's why it's always good, if you're drawing a blank, to practice with people that you know or kind of know. Maybe it's a couple of your friends and a couple of people who are their friends, so that you can develop comfort, but also develop a skill set so that you can become familiar with different people's energies. Sometimes when we're in front of a group of people, their energy is so much, it kind of disconnects us from our energy. It is part of the growing spurt, so I do hope, Jennifer Journey, that when we do our next apprentice program, and you see that mailing and posting coming out, and our apprentice program will be back in October, so my apprentices know when that gets launched, everyone's got to get in, because it's a powerful time to evolve, and we want to close out 2020 really flying high. So Jennifer Journey, study with us and move yourself forward. This too shall pass. It's a little bit of nerves, a little bit of ego, a little bit of, I don't know if I'm good enough, getting in the way. It's called stage fright, but it'll be all right. You'll see. You'll be fine. Thank you, Jennifer Journey, for always following us, and thank you for dropping me a line on the review page of SarahSpiritual on Facebook. Greatly appreciate the reviews that you've given me. I know you've taken some classes. Hope to see you in our apprentice program. Bye for now. Who else do we have?
Next we have Fran Kraft. I think this is something we can all relate to. She feels like she's circling the drain, and it's making it hard to believe that things are going to get better. She says, by the way, there are lots others in this drain with me.
Girl, get the damn Drano, because, yeah, it's a drain. It's like a sludge pool. You are right. It's been rough. And it's like everything's draining the energy, everything's draining the finances. If we look at all the things that are going on, and health is being affected, It's all the areas of, major areas of life that sustain life that are being attacked, threatened, questioned, and being kind of misaligned in the energy of the world. And in the universe, they're saying, look over here, look up from the drain, Francraft. It's all good. You know, Mr. Drano is going to pour some stuff down, but there's a little rope, so we want you to grab the rope and hoist yourself up so the drain can clear, but you don't get sucked down. You know, I know you're circling the drain, and I know you feel like you're going down, but you have to trust that you're not going down. That's the illusion, that's the belief, that's the world projection. It looks real because we see the aftermath of it. We know what the effect has been in the physical world of your own personal life, but the more you hold on to that energy, the harder it's going to get for you to release yourself from this drain that's dragging you down. So please, Francraft, do not see yourself going down. See Mr. Drano dropping a rope, you grab it on, and everything else going down the drain, but you are lifted to new heights, Francraft. Thanks for a great question. You represent the masses, and we want everyone to recalibrate their thoughts and their ways. We're going to get ready to give you some really cool information via music, going to give you some healing, and we're going to write you some songs. You give us a word, you give us a feeling, nothing more than feelings. Give us the feelings, give us the energy. We're going to whip you up, and we're going to change frequency. We're going to change your vibration. We are going to make a shift, and we are going to take a minute. And if you just stay with us for 2 and 2 and hold this frequency, we're going to be right back with some music, more messages, and even some healing. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
But I know I'm never alone. I walk in the sunlight and shine with my heart light, and know that all I do is true. Fill my heart with love. Fill my heart with peace. Open up my soul. Fill my heart. Open me. All that I am, all that I want to be, fill me with the fire of my soul's desire. Hear me, awaken me, hold my hand in yours. I am one with you, so open my heart, fill my soul, awaken my fire of desire, awaken my fire of desire. Fire of desire. That's what we want to fill ourselves with. Everything needs to be on fire right now. You need to feel it. You need to want it. You need to make it happen. Now's the time. And now's the time that we're going to tune into Spirit and we're going to write you some songs. That was just Spirit's instant channeled song for all of you so that you would know that we are on fire with desire and we're all here for all the right reasons connecting together. So we got some words going on in the feed. Drop me a word. We're going to write you a song. Give me a feeling. We're going to give you a feeling. Let's see what we've got going on.
You know, we always got something going on.
What do we got?
So, I like this from Ella before we started. Where did it go? I want you to remember and understand who I am.
Yeah, it's a mouthful, but I think we got something. When the night light comes down and you're all alone, I want you to remember me, not for who you thought I was, but remember me for me. When you start your day and you think of me, I want you
to remember who I am. I'm me in a world full of illusions, in a world full of phony ones, in a world that's changing all the time. I want you to remember me. I want you to know who I am. Remember me always. Remember me forever. May I come to your mind every fall in September. May the leaves begin to change, but you always know who I am. May the flowers start to grow, 'cause you will always know who I am. Remember me for who I am. Remember me for who I am. Thanks so much for that great phrase. I think Spirit gave us a really good song just for you.
Thank you, Ella.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yes, that was a good one. Who else do we have? Who wants a song just for them?
Joey Emmanuel gave us Seville.
Like Cadillac Seville, Joey? Like we're riding in a pink Cadillac? What else we got going on?
Blue Light and Full Moon from Andrea Luz. Mission of Healing from Luz Lozano.
Okay, what else?
Angel Dreams from Tina Calloway.
What else?
Stars from Iris. And Thinking of You Always from Karen.
Stars up in the sky, do upon a star. There we go. We're wishing upon a star here, everyone. What else do we have, Elena?
This just came in from Montez. I want to acknowledge her brother just passed away, and she's feeling a little anxious and wondering what the angels have to say for her. I think we're all missing someone who passed away, and
It's always hard when someone passes, yeah. Oh, I miss you. Though you're not here, I miss you. This time of year, I wish you were here. I think of you every day. I cry to have you by my side. Oh, I miss you. Come be close to me. I miss you. Come be close to me. 'Cause I'm all the way over here. I miss you. Sorry for your brother's loss, but he's in the arms of the angels, and know that. Our condolences. Who else do we have?
we got some more words coming in. You ready?
Yes.
Remember to forgive from Jewel. And
Yes.
Andreas gave it a few. You ready for this one? Touching me, sitting next to me,
Oh, getting hot over here.
watching me,
Touching me, baby.
and then beautiful garden.
Beautiful garden. Well, that's a very busy, beautiful garden. So, all right. What else we got? Is there an apple tree in that one too? I don't know.
Little snake, some woman, some
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
some
it's
beginning
got
of
the Garden
time.
of Eden going on. What else we got, Helena?
Let's see. Oh, Karen even was like in the garden. And he's feeling them garden vibes.
What do you got?
Angel dreams.
We're waiting.
Ooh, mission of healing.
All right, we gotta take off on the words here. The garden of life fuels my soul. The garden of life gives me chances to grow. The garden of life lets me plant my dreams, all the while knowing that I can do anything The garden of life lets me live. The garden of life lets me fly. Every time I go away, I know the garden of life will be here for me. The garden of life. The garden of life. What else we got?
Anita Reddering is looking for her twin flame love with
Twin flame.
Damon. Mm-hmm.
Damon.
She believes they're going to be together forever.
Love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever. Okay, what do we got? Give me another line here.
This one came in from June. She said, clarification.
Clarification, anticipation, Lord knows which way we're going. Give me another one.
Karen Martin said, you're always in my heart.
There may be miles between us. We may not get to talk. There may be busy times we don't see each other. But you're always in my heart. There may be words that we misunderstand. There may be a sleepless night. There may be moments when we're ripped apart. That gives us another way to start. 'Cause you are always in my heart. You are always in my heart. There may be times when you don't know where I am or what I'm doing. And there may be times when you don't understand me. And I don't know where you're coming from. But you are always in my heart. You are in my heart. You will always be in my heart. Always in my heart. That's a good one. Thank you so much for that. I think it's time that we dive into some healing. So hold on, everyone. Take a nice breath. This is where we rise up, tune up, align up, and connect to the divine. And I need you to just take a breath. Yes, indeed. This is your time. Your time, focus on what you want to heal emotionally, spiritually, physically. And let's let the sounds of the divine kind of flow right through me. So let's take a breath and let's see. May you be healed. May your heart be filled with love. May your life shine with light. And may you always be fueled with the desire of what you want to create. May you be on fire. Now is the time. Take action. Decide what you want your life to be. Make the adjustments. You'll be so much more content and peaceful if you just let go of the things that are no longer serving you and you move yourself forward, filled with the fire of your desire I want to thank you all for joining us here on our Sunday Fun Day. Thanks to Helena for joining us and helping us out. Thank you, all of you in the feed, for sharing the page and being a part of this experience on Sunday Fun Day and our Wednesday show from 6 to 8 p.m. on WWNN. You can catch it right on Facebook and YouTube. Catch you in class. Be sure to be at the card class, or maybe the soul class, or maybe your vibration class, or heck, let's balance a chakra or two. Visit SarahSpiritual.com. Thanks so much for joining me. Be well. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
In the light of day, I know that I will feel good. 'Cause everything I am is right here inside me. Oh, I know the answers come slowly, and at times I may feel lonely, but I know I'm never alone. I walk in the sunlight and shine with my heart light, and know that all I do is true. I look to the moonlight, I look to the daylight, and then I see my way back home to who I am. I look to the moonlight,